I'm going for an hour.
Okay, so I'm just going to mute everyone.
Just to tell you, Vishwa, hello.
Yes. Joanne, how are you? Joanne, you are on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing well?
Happy to see everyone.
Yes, yes. Nice to see here too.
Thank you.
Sanjay, you are there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So we have already gone live. We have started live streaming.
Okay.
So I will probably just start off with, now the notifications would have gone to everyone, like, whoever had subscribed to our channel.
Okay.
The notification would have gone to everyone. So anyways, we will get started, and people will start to come in. Anyway, it's only 4 more minutes. What do you think, Sanjay bhai?
Sure, we can wait a few minutes. That's not a problem.
Okay, no worries. Then we will wait for another 3 minutes, and sharp at 9 we will start. So for everyone, just to have a better experience, I have muted everyone, but you can always unmute yourselves if you have any questions to ask. So the intention is to make sure that we are able to talk to people. So feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions you want to Sanjay bhai or me, whatever. It needs to be a little informal, so that we don't want any protocols, whatever. If you feel not comfortable, you can always chat as well. We are watching the chat window, so if you have any questions, we will make sure that we also put that across to Sanjay bhai. Just sharing that.
Bonjour tout le monde. Donc, vous êtes les bienvenus à poser des questions si vous en avez. Si jamais vous désirez les poser de vive voix, vous devez faire unmute. Donc, activez votre micro et sinon, vous pouvez toujours poser vos questions dans le chat. Merci.
So Sanjay bhai, you are ready? It's 9 o'clock, so probably we will get started.
Sure.
Okay, so welcome everyone. So this morning, 9 o'clock on June the 14th, it's yet another episode on Heart to Heart series. Thank you everyone for joining, and I'm sure that there will be others tuning in as well. So just for everyone, we have the entire east coast of Canada slowly joining us. So this is the Zoom through which we can have an interactive session, and then like there are also the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram where we are currently live as well. So those who would like to join there can also feel free to. Now we have a speaker every week who join us, and this week we have Sanjay bhai with us. So maybe I should give a little bit of a background of Sanjay bhai. So Sanjay Sehgal, he is the chairman and CEO of MSys Technologies. 2019, he has actually won numerous awards, and one of the recognized award that he won was Most Innovative Digital Transformation CEO, and this was in 2019. And so far, he has successfully led and acquired many technology companies like Glogeny, DigiFutura, Movinius, so several organizations such as that. And very interestingly, like what does he have to do with us here? If he's a great entrepreneur, philanthropist, like what does he have to do with us over here? One interesting connection that we all have is he is also associated with Heartfulness for several years now. He has been closely associated with 2 global guides of Heartfulness. Both Chariji, who was the 3rd global guide, and also the current global guide Taji. And with the mission, the global mission, he has been managing the global digital initiatives for Heartfulness. So anything that you see, Taji coming live, several channels, several programs that come, the technology, everything, the websites, whatever you see, different languages, social media, everything, like name it, and you can, you won't see him in the front, but behind the scenes, like you will have his touch. He enables everything. So that's how he is. Very interestingly, he has also been a Heartfulness practitioner and trainer for several years. He lives in Atlanta with his family. And, I reached out to him and checked like whether he would be willing to come join us and share some insights with us, because we have a very interesting topic to cover today. I will just go with the topic in a minute. I wanted to give Lynn a chance because Lynn is from Quebec, and we have lots of friends and family from Quebec who are French speaking, who have joined as well. So probably Lynn, if you can do your best to translate and let me know whenever it is done, then I will continue further.
OK. OK. Donc, bienvenue tout le monde et merci d'être présent. Donc, aujourd'hui, nous sommes connectés à la fois sur Zoom, sur YouTube, sur Instagram et Facebook. Et donc, on rassemble tout l'Est du Canada. Et nous avons, pour cette série de Heart to Heart, donc cœur à cœur, nous avons un invité spécial aujourd'hui qui s'appelle Sanjay Sehgal. I'm not sure how to say chairman and CEO in French.
Okay.
OK. Donc, il est chairman et CEO. Il s'occupe de plusieurs compagnies informatiques et technologiques. Et il vit à Atlanta, en Géorgie. Il est très impliqué au sein de l'Institut Heartfulness. Il s'occupe d'ailleurs de tout ce qui est médias sociaux, tout ce qui sont les technologies. I also forget how to say the word award because you mentioned he had several awards and I didn't write that down. So could you just repeat that?
Most Innovative Digital Transformation CEO.
Most Innovative
Digital Transformation CEO.
Okay, I'll try to translate.
We should pass on a message to Sanjay bhai. Sanjay bhai, hereafter, while you get some English awards, please get some French awards too. So
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Et donc, pour vous souligner que Sanjay Sehgal, il a gagné plusieurs prix, et entre autres, le prix de la transformation digitale innovatrice, la plus innovatrice en 2019. Et voilà. Donc, aujourd'hui, le thème, nous allons aborder un thème que Vishwa va nous partager. So, Vishwa, you can talk about the theme now.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So every time you have to tell me when it is over because
Okay.
Okay. So the structure of the session is we wanted it to be interactive. So feel free directly to ask Sanjay bhai. Just you have to unmute yourself and you can directly ask Sanjay bhai any questions you have. He
Okay.
has a lot of experience both on the corporate world and also from the heartfulness world. So he would be very open to take any questions. And the other thing that I wanted to just give a layout is it's around 9:05, around 9:50 or 9:55. Until then, we will go with this conversation, and then we will move into a meditation mode, and we will go all the way until 10:30. And
Okay.
so that way, like we will finish it. Yeah. So the topic that we have today, the theme is that what we have today is developing a charitable heart with regular practice. So that's what we have. We will explore what it really means with Sanjay Bhai, but that's the topic that we have.
OK, donc, oui, OK. Et donc, aujourd'hui, nous allons avoir comme invité Sanjay qui va nous parler comme thématique développer un cœur charitable avec une pratique régulière. Et simplement pour vous aviser que Sanjay a beaucoup d'expérience dans le monde corporatif autant que dans la méditation Heartfulness. Donc, si jamais vous avez des questions pour lui, vous êtes les bienvenus à les poser, que ce soit sur n'importe quelle de ses sphères. Et donc, nous allons parler avec lui jusqu'à environ 9h50 et après, vers 9h55, 10h, il y aura une méditation qui durera jusqu'à 10h30. Alors, on commence. OK, you can start.
Sanjay Bhai, I have a reputation. I'm trying not to live up to that reputation, which is at home. People say that, once I start speaking, I don't give others a chance. You are the special speaker today. It's 9:07 and you have not got a chance to even speak a word. Okay, so you'll have to unmute yourself, Sanjay Bhai.
Sorry. So I think I will say, my good morning, greetings to everyone. And very nice to be present here, to be talking to all of you. And I very happy to see so many familiar names. Earlier we used to meet quite often here. I remember some of the names I see here during Daji's visit or Chariji's visit. I think we had met many of you, Amandeep, Jan, Janet Yates. I mean, I think it is very nice to be seeing. I don't know whether Bhavani is also here. No, I think yeah. So I think I think it's so it's like a family, for us. This is our family, and I think very nice to be meeting all our family members from Canada.
Very nice, very nice. So,
OK, donc shall I translate?
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Donc, Sanjay, il est très heureux de vous voir en grand nombre et surtout de revoir des noms familiers, dont Yann et Janet Yates, etc. Alors, il se sent comme si c'est vraiment une grande famille. Il est honoré d'être avec vous aujourd'hui. Avec nous, pardon.
Okay. So, Sanjay Bhai, the first question that what we have is, before we begin this one, do you want to talk about the International Day of Yoga? Because I know that behind the scenes you have been spearheading that entire effort with several other like-minded hearts. So do you want to actually give a layout of the program, what we can look up to? Because several organizations and associations in Canada have come forward. This is the first time I can think of. Several organizations have come forward very joyously to partner with us, with yoga being the theme. And also that their services for the humanity has really been honored by Heartfulness on a grand platform. So, do you have something to share with us?
Sure.
Yeah.
So let me, I think I would love to share with you how it all started, right? So that may be a good place, to see. We had seen a few weeks ago, one of our functionaries here from US had shared something with us, and that prompted this idea that if we could create an umbrella where we can honor, respect, collaborate with various organizations. Every organization, service, social, non-profit. I mean, every organization that has been there anywhere in the world has their own sphere of influence, right? So we thought, if you can provide an umbrella where everyone can come together and offer them, at least from our side, we can offer them what we do best, which is heartfulness. And then other things can also come to that umbrella. And, that's kind of was the original theme. And I'm glad to see that it's been continuing, that all organizations coming together is the main thing that is being considered. And should I, Lynn, you wanted to translate this before otherwise I can also go on.
OK, sure, thank you. Et donc, on parlait qu'il va y avoir la Journée internationale du yoga qui sera le 21 juin prochain, donc dimanche prochain. Et pour cette occasion, Heartfulness organise un événement. Et en fait, ils ont voulu créer un parapluie, je ne sais pas si c'est comme ça qu'on le traduit, de collaborateurs. Donc, des organisations à but non lucratif, des organisations, ceux qui font du social, en service social, etc., pour que nous puissions rassembler et unir toutes ces organisations afin de pouvoir leur offrir du heartfulness et également que eux, comme ils influencent leur propre réseau et communauté, qu'ils puissent également, comment je dirais? En tout cas, rejoindre plusieurs personnes. I'm so sorry, I'm really not a translator.
No.
Okay,
Fantastic.
it's
You're doing
okay.
good.
Thank you, thank you.
It's a language of heart. I think that will matter
Okay.
here more, right, today. So I think now when we discussed with our beloved Daji as well this idea, and I think he encouraged it, and so we proceeded forward. And then as we were looking at dates, it so happened, I mean, as you know, I mean, in North America, we always like to do things on a weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday. Despite now these days in lockdown, every day is a weekend, but for many of us, we're working from home. But Saturday, June 20th was considered to be a good day. And that day happened to be around the International Day of Yoga. So everything came together that this will be our International Day of Yoga program. And then we started talking about the theme. We went through various themes. We all felt that in these times, and this was before all the other things which are happening around, George Floyd, that protest. So we all had felt, even at that time, given the pandemic situation we're all facing, that compassion is the message that we want to be carried forward from heartfulness. So we came up with this theme, let's work together to make compassion contagious. We all know virus is contagious, but we felt compassion could be more contagious if it is really coming from your heart. Lynn?
Oui, OK, donc, pour l'occasion, donc l'événement de la Journée internationale du yoga, il a été entendu que ce sera le samedi 20 juin. Et l'événement, donc comme tout le monde est un peu confiné à la maison, au travail de la maison, il a été discuté que le thème serait la compassion. Et même avant que les événements tels que George Floyd et tout ça soient arrivés, la compassion était à l'ordre du jour. Mais plus que jamais, cette compassion, donc, elle est vraiment très nécessaire et utile. Et donc, Heartfulness voulait porter le message que avançons dans la compassion et faisons la compassion grandir encore plus. OK.
Fantastic.
So I think once we had the theme, we had the date, and and we also were putting the program together, we felt to make the program more than just meditation. So since it's International Day of Yoga, and lately Daji and has been doing a lot of programs with Baba Ramdev, so we thought of inviting him to this event. And then we also thought, in the past we had worked with some world-class musicians, and so I mean it just so happened quickly that we invited Pandit Jasraj and Shankar Mahadevan, because those were the folks we knew well. And I wish if we had to redo this, we should have invited some Western classical or some other musicians as well. But as it was available to us, interesting thing was that after we put this together, we were told that June 21st also happens to be the World Music Day.
Oh, wow.
And we had kind of planned everything without knowing all this. And then we recently mentioned to Daji, and you know what he said? He said, well, yoga is the music of life. Right? So it is all, it's a World Music Day, it's International Day of Yoga, and as he was telling earlier today, or I mean tonight, last night, our time, that is also Father's Day.
Oh, I see.
So Lynn,
Yes, OK, thank you. Et donc, pour cet événement du 20 juin, Heartfulness voulait s'assurer que c'était plus que seulement de la méditation. Alors, ils ont décidé d'avoir des invités spéciaux. Daji et Heartfulness avaient déjà travaillé avec ces invités. Donc, il y a Baba Ramdev qui est spécialisé en yoga. Il y a aussi des musiciens indiens. And I forget the names of the musicians.
Pandit Jasraj and Shankar Mahadevan.
D'accord. Et également, lorsqu'ils ont planifié tout cet événement, sans trop réfléchir plus, ils ont réalisé que le 21 juin, c'était également la Journée internationale de la musique. Alors, ça coïncide très bien avec l'événement. Et en plus, Daji avait mentionné que le yoga est la musique de la vie. Et en plus, le 21 juin, le dimanche, ce sera la fête des pères. Alors, tout est rassemblé et uni pour que nous célébrions cette journée. Thank you.
Fantastic. So, Sanjay bhai, like, what is the layout of the program going to be? Like, what time do we tune in? Until what time is the program? What's going
So
to happen?
it is 7. The program here in US will start at 7 a.m. Eastern on our social media channels.
7 a.m. or 7 p.m.?
7 p.m. Sorry,
7 p.m. Okay.
7 p.m. Eastern. It will be on our Facebook Practice Heartfulness channel and our YouTube, which is Heartfulness Meditation channel. And I mean, you know, the website, I think flyers have the website. We don't require the existing practitioners who are already getting our emails to register, but any new seeker, and specifically all the organizations who are partnering with us, our idea is to get this message out to more people so that we have this consolidation of or egregore of all these energies, these hearts. We are, you know, anticipating, I think, as we have some of our flyers also say that more than 10 million people from all over the world would be watching this. May not necessarily be at the same time, because in India it is a deferred live at 7 a.m. India time, and other countries we are also giving them freedom to do it at their time. But in our North American continent, it is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. And we are expecting everyone, all the hearts to be joined together to create this wonderful, you know, energy, a wonderful resonance.
Fantastic.
OK, d'accord. Donc, l'événement aura lieu à 19h, heure de l'Est, et donc 16h, heure du Pacifique. Et il sera diffusé sur les chaînes de Heartfulness, Facebook et YouTube. Et ce qu'on recherche, c'est vraiment de faire une consolidation, donc un égrégore de cœur, tous réunis ensemble. Et how many people did you say that were estimated that would be watching, Sanjay?
10 million.
10 million, yeah.
OK. Donc, ils estiment qu'environ 10 millions de personnes pourront visionner et participer. Évidemment, ce ne sera pas tous à la même heure selon les fuseaux horaires de chacun. Mais donc, imaginez 10 millions de cœurs unis où tout le monde pourra se rassembler ensemble. Thank you.
Fantastic.
I'll just say one last thing, that in
Sure,
India we have a channel CNN IBN, you know, that is which is a collaboration between CNN and India Business News, TV 18. They will be carrying this program from 2 p.m. local time in India to 4 p.m. They are one of our partners. They are calling it Yoga for Compassion International Day Yogathon. So they will have a 2-hour program curated by us.
Beautiful.
OK, wow! Donc, il y aura la chaîne, l'équivalent de CNN et IBN, qui est Indian Business News, donc des nouvelles en tout cas en Inde, et ce sera diffusé donc sur leur chaîne de 14h à 16h en Inde. Ils appellent ça Yoga pour la compassion. Alors, ça aura plusieurs personnes impliquées. Thank you.
Super. So Sanjay Bhai, today we are going to be talking or especially exploring this idea of practice and service from your experience of being with the two global guides, what you have heard from them, what they have, about the idea of practice and service. But before that, one question is like, you have been associated with heartfulness for several years now, right? What is it about heartfulness that resonates with you? Like, because there are several people who are here in heartfulness for several reasons, right? After all these years, what is it that resonates with you about heartfulness?
Okay, so I'll just translate the question.
Sure, please.
Okay, thank you. Et donc, Vishwa demande à Sanjay, comme il pratique la méditation Heartfulness depuis plusieurs années, qu'est-ce qui résonne le plus pour lui avec la méditation Heartfulness?
Thank you. See, to me, I'll just quickly tell you that what is heartfulness from my understanding, right? And I see there are people from various languages or various regions of the world here in this call. And, in almost every language, we talk about heart. Dil da mamla hai, to our Punjabi, Abhyasis, right? I mean, we have the matter of the heart. Every other song that we listen to talks about the heart. Every other line that we read, right? I mean, it's from my heart, it's from my this, it's from, even in business, my heart says so, I should do this deal, right? But when it actually comes to, I would say, referring to our heart in our daily life, we shy away from it. It has become more of a, you can say, an expression rather than a practice. To me, heartfulness is exactly what we talk about. Like we say, Viswig, what you see is what you get. I mean, what you talk is what you do, right? So to me, it's like that, and it's not just mere talk. It is actually a practice that you do every moment of your life. They say that there are practices which make you aware of your breath. And the next step is to become aware of your thoughts. Yet another upgrade is to become aware of your feelings.
Beautiful.
And that comes only when you are in touch with your heart. So being aware of your feelings is heartfulness to me. And in my, 30 years of association with it, the best thing I would say is that I have gotten out of it is that I look forward to living every day. I mean, there is, often growing up in a family where I had, a few sets of, grandparents and other folks around and, uncles and all. I used to see that as people age, the life becomes a drag, They say that, they kind of get up in the morning thinking that, oh, well, yet another day to live. But when I compare now, I think, look back and see that every day is a new beginning. Every day is I really look forward to living. And that's, I think, is what makes my association with heartfulness worth my time, effort, and everything.
Fantastic. Lynn?
OK, super. Donc, la réponse était « Qu'est-ce que Heartfulness selon moi? » Donc, Sanjay a commencé par dire ses paroles et il disait que dans toutes les langues du monde, nous parlons du cœur, que ce soit à travers des chansons, que ce soit à travers de la littérature, même en affaires, on va dire « Ah, j'ai écouté mon cœur ». Et donc, le cœur est quelque chose qui ressort partout. Mais maintenant, il y a une différence entre exprimer et pratiquer, c'est-à-dire se référer à notre cœur dans notre vie quotidienne, au quotidien, donc de vraiment l'écouter et de le pratiquer à chaque instant de la journée. Alors, souvent, il dit que nous parlons de devenir conscient de notre respiration, de nos pensées et de nos sentiments, de nos émotions, les feelings, les sentiments. Et il trouve que Heartfulness, c'est de devenir conscient de ses sentiments, car nous pouvons devenir conscients qu'en écoutant notre cœur. Et donc, il dit qu'il est ravi de vivre à tous les jours et de se réveiller, car chaque jour est un nouveau départ. Et lorsqu'il était plus jeune, ou je sais pas, même dans sa vie d'adulte, il a témoigné que les gens, donc sa famille, que ce soit les oncles, les grands-pères, ils trouvaient qu'en vieillissant, il devenait un peu plus lourd, ou la vie semblait être plus pesante. Alors, il a vraiment réalisé qu'avec Heartfulness, comme on vit connecté à son cœur de façon quotidienne, comme pratique et naturellement, il a vraiment hâte de se réveiller le matin, de commencer sa journée et de vivre. Thank you.
Fantastic, Lynn. See, Sanjay Bhai, it was very nice to hear about this idea that you just said about living with the heart and just flowing with what comes from within. You see, I would like to check with you about something that what I have come across both in my life and also in speaking with others. This is from the idea of practice, in fact, regular practice, right? See, sometimes it happens so that I have myself felt, and also I have spoken to people where they say no, things have gotten very busy. I don't find time to meditate at all, time for my practice at all. There is at one hand, there are some of us, we are stuck here who are striving to, but some of us have given up. On the other hand, we see the masters, like how they have been, very like managing the entire spiritual aspect of the mission, and also like a CEO of the entire organization, trying to keep it at the intensity being at that level. They're able to maintain it at that level, right? Even when I have seen you, this is this global digital initiative of the organization in 160 countries on one hand. And then on the other hand, you are a CEO and chairman of an organization as well. You have many employees working for you as well, right? In fact, yesterday night when I was trying to talk to you, it was around 11 o'clock. On one year, you are with me. On the other year, you are on another call, right? How do you manage the intensity? Right? How do you balance, and how do you, keep your head above on the intensity? Probably that is something for us to learn from that. Lynn, do you want to translate the question? Yeah.
Sure, OK. Donc, en résumé, là, Vishwa, il mentionnait que parfois la vie, donc il y a plusieurs éléments à gérer dans la vie et les gens, ils peuvent devenir occupés. Et le fait d'être occupé, ça fait qu'ils ne trouvent pas nécessairement du temps pour méditer ou d'enrichir leur pratique de méditation. Et il voit Heartfulness qui est géré dans plusieurs pays. Et donc, il mentionnait qu'il y a une certaine intensité spirituelle qui est maintenue. Et il demandait à Sanjay, lui qui doit gérer ses affaires, donc ses entreprises, il a même des employés à s'occuper, et en même temps qu'il s'occupe bien de sa pratique spirituelle. Donc, il lui demande comment gérer les deux sans qu'un soit à l'insu de l'autre.
Sure. Vishwa and everyone, several years ago, somebody was telling me a story that he said somebody asked centipede. You know what centipede is? An insect with 100 legs, right? He asked centipede, how do you know which leg to put first? You have 100 legs. Which one to put first? He started thinking. This is after that, for a few years, he couldn't walk. The point I'm making is, I think all our lives, we are taught to use this. The moment you think, it brings you down, it slows you down. I'm not saying you don't have to think. Think from here, heart. Right? That's what we were talking about earlier. Right? And, imagine, like I have seen people say, oh, I have to file my taxes. Right? And from January till they actually file the taxes, which in US used to be April 15th. This year it is different. Till April 15th, they'll keep talking about it every day without doing it. Right? I mean, what is the point? So one thing which early years of my practice, I had learned this. In fact, if I may say Chariji, is because I had several years of association with him, and that instead of thinking about it, just do it. He often used to say, Nike ad, just do it.
Hmm.
Many of you may remember from his talks. And I think that to me is the real thing. I mean, there's a scientific study, they say human mind has about 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day.
Hmm.
Where do they come from? We keep talking about eating something. After lunch is over, we talk about dinner. Dinner is over, talk about next day's breakfast. Breakfast is over, lunch. I mean, something that we are going to do every day anyway. I'm just giving small trivial examples everybody can relate to. Now, if instead of wasting our brain's potential, mind's potential in this, we become more spontaneous, I think things will be easier. I think that's, to me, what if I ever think about what helps me is when I see our masters. Babuji, they say, used to work on the whole universe at the same time. He's working on a planet in some other galaxy, plus somebody out here, someone is sitting in front of him. How? Even this example we used to hear, that his one eye was always drooping down, feeling the effect of the work that he's doing somewhere.
Beautiful.
So on one hand, we don't, I don't want to say multitask. It's not multitasking. It is being driven from the moment, from the heart in that moment, rather than, thinking about it, planning this, that, all that. I mean, needed, but not overdo that.
Beautiful. Lynn?
OK, sure. Et donc, en réponse à la question comment gérer tout cela, Sanjay donnait l'exemple d'un centipède, donc l'insecte qui a 100 pattes, et en analogie. Et donc, quelqu'un aurait demandé à ce centipède comment tu fais pour savoir quelles pattes mettre en premier. Et en y réfléchissant, ça a fait que le centipède était plus capable d'avancer, il marchait plus. Alors, l'analogie, c'est de dire que en réfléchissant, si on pense beaucoup avec la tête, alors on a tendance à se ralentir dans la vie. Et donc, il faut commencer à penser avec le cœur. Par exemple, il a donné un exemple qu'il entend souvent. Faire sa déclaration de revenus, qui est quelque chose qu'on doit faire à chaque année. Donc, il y a une date limite pour chaque pays. Et donc, les gens peuvent en parler sans nécessairement le faire. Alors, c'est ça ralentit le processus. Et il a réalisé lui-même, au début de sa pratique, lorsque c'était Charitable, le 3e guide de Heartfulness, qu'au lieu de penser d'y faire, au lieu d'y penser, simplement le faire, comme l'annonce de Nike qui dit « Just do it ». Et les scientifiques ont prouvé que nous pouvons avoir 60 000 à 80 000 pensées par jour. Mais d'où viennent-elles? Alors, au lieu de gaspiller ce potentiel de votre cerveau brillant, vous pouvez devenir plus spontané et comme ça, la vie devient plus facile et fluide. Par exemple, il a nommé que Babuji, qui était le 2e guide de Heartfulness, travaillait l'univers en même temps, tout l'univers en même temps. Donc, par exemple, une planète-ci, une galaxie ou la personne devant lui. Comment était-ce possible? Il dit que ce n'est pas du multitasking, je ne sais pas comment traduire, donc quand on fait différentes tâches en même temps. Il dit que c'est plutôt d'être à l'écoute de son cœur et donc driven, de tout simplement être à l'écoute de son cœur dans le moment et puis ça porte vers des actions. Thank you.
Fantastic. Sanjay bhai, from whatever you said, I just remember that there are 2 businesses I have for which the taxation year is the end of July and I have not done anything about it. So when you spoke about that, taxing and nothing done, it's more of a reminder for me. So it's very nice. So basically the message, what you're saying is don't think, don't analyze too much and get into the world of inner resistance. Just go with the flow, go with your heart, just get it done. It's a beautiful, beautiful message. You see, we just covered about this idea of practice and how we can just go about doing it. Now there is this idea of service. When we talk about service, you see many people, when we just talk about why don't you do something for yourself, also like in the way of service, people say like, look, I do it. For example, I go and donate some money for some people. I go and do some work in the kitchen, for my family, and that itself is an idea of service. There are people have different ideas of what service is, but what is the true idea of service? You have been with the masters. What is a true idea of service?
Sure. Prior to my beginning the practice of heartfulness, I mean, we all have heard this, that some people say service is worship. Best way to worship is seeing God in others and serving them. Very nice, all that is. But again, to me, it's an expression rather than a practice. Some people say if through service you can achieve your goal. I think very nice expressions, but it doesn't teach you anything. It doesn't let you imbibe anything, any of those things in your life. When I started Heartfulness, the first book, many of you may remember, we all used to read, was My Master by Chariji. And I remember in one of the chapters, he had written what he learned from Babuji, and that really, I mean, it intrigued me a lot. Babuji said, serving others isn't charity. He said, people think that, okay, I give money, I do this, that's charity. He said, no, that's your duty. He said, that is by virtue of being born as a human being. It should be your nature to help others, to serve others. It shouldn't be a separate act of charity that we all have been taught it should be. It is not. He said, that is your duty. If somebody has fallen down somewhere, you help him get up. If someone needs something that you have, that is your duty. I mean, when I read that, I think, that was, I would say, the first time my kind of idea about service shifted, that we all have been taught, even we come from India, and I think Mahatma Gandhi was a big proponent of service and all that, and seva, as we call it in India. But I think this idea, when I heard from or read in the book from Babuji, that it is your this is your duty of every human being to serve others. And then when Chariji, he himself was very strong proponent of serving others in a manner that basically you're serving others from best of your abilities. I think that was a very kind of another message that he used to give, that he said often people take pride that a doctor goes to some, let's say, a big gathering, and he let's say keeps shoes in the corner, or cleans everybody's shoes or dishes and all that, and that is considered a very good service because it brings humility in you. That is the idea behind that. But I think he again changed that. He said there are other ways to bring humility in you. The real thing is that you do it from the best of your abilities, because if you treat people free, I mean, of course, without charging, right? And when people in need, where people are in need, that is the best use of your abilities to serve others. I'll just stop here, Lynn, and then I will share what I learned from Chariji, with Daji, sorry.
OK, perfect. I will try to translate. OK, donc, la question était, que signifie être de service? C'est-à-dire, oui, être là pour les autres. Quelle est cette idée de service? Et donc, Vishwa demanda à Sanjay, quelle est la vraie nature ou l'idée du service, d'être de service? Alors, Sanjay répondait que pour certaines personnes, le service peut être un worship, une adoration, je crois. Mais il disait que c'est plutôt une expression qu'une pratique. Donc, c'est comme un concept. Et par exemple, dans le livre Mon Maître, qui a été écrit par Chariji, Chariji mentionnait que servir les autres, Babuji mentionnait dans ce livre que servir les autres n'est pas un acte de charité. En fait, c'est votre devoir. Par la vertu d'être né sur cette terre en tant qu'humain, c'est votre devoir de servir les autres. C'est dans votre nature, d'être au service. Par exemple, si une personne tombe, vous allez aller l'aider à se relever. Ou si une autre personne a besoin d'argent, vous pouvez lui donner. Il a mentionné différents exemples comme ça et Gandhi, l'Indien, donc il préconisait beaucoup le service. Mais au fond, ce qu'il voulait dire, c'est que aussi être de service peut nous ramener dans l'humilité. Et ensuite, je suis désolée, là, il a parlé beaucoup, mais j'ai pas mémorisé ni écrit. Mais au final, ce qu'il voulait dire, c'est que être de service et pour vivre cette humilité pure, c'est-à-dire de faire ce que vous pouvez au meilleur de votre habileté. Donc, de simplement faire ce que vous pouvez au meilleur de votre habileté. OK, thank you.
Hi, thank you. And I think that was the association with, I never met Babuji, but of course we read a lot about him through the books or talks of Chariji. But then with Daji, he took the idea of service to a completely different level. You know, one day we were in Kanha, I think that was last year, and we were just, as you all know, in evening he goes for a walk, and he prefers to be alone. I mean, he's more of a loner. He prefers that time. He really enjoys that time. Few days when some of us get opportunity to be with him. So we were just, we were talking about all the work that has been done all over the world through heartfulness in the field of education. We have trained close to 1 million high schoolers, and I mean, close to maybe 100, 200,000 teachers, most of them in India, but even outside India too. And none of that was there, existed, 3-4 years ago. I mean, the last 2-3 years, I mean, it has really seen an explosion of such projects. And then in Kahana itself, we have planted close to 600,000 trees and or plants rather, and they all are growing very well. Many of you have been there. It's our largest meditation center in the world. And all those things, I was just saying that it is so amazing that how come he had, meaning how did he plan all this? I mean, what kind of vision he had, or when did he have this vision to do all this? He said, I never planned anything. I didn't have any vision. And then I said, so many volunteers that he has brought forth. He said, that is also wrong to think. He said, these are all preconceived notions we have. Very beautifully he said that, an act of kindness should really be instantaneous to make the situation at hand better. Act of kindness should be instantaneous to make the situation at hand better. He said, few years ago, I came to this place, Kanha. We had the land and we had some plan. And first thing I saw was there was a tree here and the tree a mile away. And there's hardly any water. Prior to that, he said, I didn't have any plan of having this green Kanha initiative or anything. He said, we all, as heartfulness, we only meditate. But this was a need. So he mobilized all the volunteers and everything. Now you see, we call it a forest of peace. That's what Kanha is called. Shanti Vannam, that translates to forest of peace. In fact, another name we call it now is Oasis of Peace, because it has about 8 water bodies. We do very extensive amount of rainwater harvesting. And that was also not part of the plan. I remember seeing the earlier plans. It was needed. Same way he said, we felt that education, especially in India, in places like India, and I think there we can contribute a lot more is needed, because there are a lot of people who are focusing on feeding kids or feeding the hungry, some more in educating. But what we can do as heartfulness, nobody else can do, which is to contribute towards expansion of their consciousness, teaching them the sense of discrimination, teaching them right from wrong, making them the right citizens of the world. That is something only we can do. What good is feeding them or educating them if you cannot make them better human beings? Because then your investment in other two will go down the drain. And we all see that if they are not able to handle their lives well, either they kill themselves or they take guns and kill others. I'm sorry to give an extreme example, but we have seen these are closer to home, these examples. So making them better human beings to be able to handle their daily stresses, to be able to manage their lives in a better way, that is the contribution from heartfulness side to the future generations of the world.
Beautiful.
OK. OK, merci. Hum, Oui, et donc Sanjay mentionnait que Daji a vraiment pris l'idée d'être de service à un autre niveau. Donc, pour ceux qui connaissent, le plus grand centre spirituel au monde s'appelle Kanha Shantivanam. C'est situé près de Hyderabad en Inde. Et donc, Daji, il vit présentement à Kanha et un jour, il marchait seul. Sanjay dit qu'il apprécie beaucoup ce temps lorsqu'il est seul. Et tout le travail qui a été fait avec Heartfulness dans les 2 et 3 dernières années, ça fut vraiment une explosion. Il y a eu des millions d'étudiants qui ont pu pratiquer, être introduits à la méditation Heartfulness, et il y aurait eu entre 100 000 à 200 000 professeurs également qui auraient été introduits. Et en plus, il mentionnait que 600 000 arbres et plantes ont été plantés à Kanha. Et la question était, comment est-ce que Daji aurait pu planifier tout ceci? Et la réponse de Daji était, je n'ai jamais rien planifié, je n'ai pas eu de vision. Et donc, cela a surpris plusieurs. Daji disait qu'un geste de gentillesse devrait être instantané afin de rendre une situation meilleure. Et Sanjay mentionnait par exemple que lorsque Daji est arrivé pour la première fois sur le terrain de Kanha, il y avait un arbre ici, un autre arbre à 1,5 km et pratiquement pas d'eau. Il n'y avait aucun plan Daji pour Kanha. Le Heartfulness, c'est la méditation. Mais il a vite réalisé que c'est un besoin. Kanha était un besoin. Alors, Kanha Shantivanam, Shantivanam veut dire la forêt de la paix ou même l'oasis de paix. Et aujourd'hui, comme il compte plusieurs plantes et arbres sur cette terre, et il y a également 8 plans d'eau, alors qu'il n'y en avait pratiquement pas. Sanjay mentionnait aussi que l'éducation, surtout en Inde, est un besoin et que Heartfulness contribue à l'expansion de la conscience. Et ça fait des citoyens du monde qui savent discriminer entre le bien et le mal. Donc, il mentionnait qu'il y a plusieurs organisations de services sociaux qui vont fournir l'éducation ou la nourriture à des populations et des communautés, mais que Heartfulness veut rendre l'humain meilleur. Et par exemple, il disait qu'il y a des gens qui pourraient se tuer, donc commettre du suicide, ou bien avoir un fusil et tuer quelqu'un d'autre, s'ils ne savent pas discriminer entre le bien et le mal, ou s'ils ne sont pas des meilleurs êtres humains. Alors, c'est pour les aider à gérer leur vie. Thank you.
Very nice. So Sanjay bhai, there are a couple of comments in Zoom. Just want to read out. Very nicely put, Sanjay bhai. Feel like living is heartfulness. Wonderful. This is from Anil Pathak from Waterloo. And then another one from Nupur. Living with the heart, moving from expression to practice. So wonderful. Many thanks. So wonderful, Sanjay bhai. It's been really great talking to you.
Vishwa, I will just, I guess, in maybe closing, especially about the idea of service and practice, that I had mentioned this, shared that with our youth also earlier, that I feel that as a practitioner of meditation, specifically of heartfulness, we should remember these 3 S's in that order, And I'll say these are, of course, all Hindi words, but I'll translate them also for others' benefit. That sadhana, satsang, and seva, which is the practice. And satsang, we all know, like in our case, is group meditation, but mentorship also, right? Association with like-minded people. And then comes service. First, you develop yourself before you feel that you are worthy of being involved in serving others. Now, having said that, going back to Babuji's idea that service is nothing but our duty. So that is should become part of a natural part of our daily rhythm, being helpful to the entire world, to humanity, because that's what we are here for. So I think that's what I wanted to share with you all. Thank you.
Lynn?
OK. Et donc, Sanjay voulait simplement mentionner avec Heartfulness, donc les 3 S, qui sont 3 mots en sanskrit. Il y a le mot sadhana, qui signifie pratique. Il y a le mot satsang, qui signifie la méditation de groupe, mais également s'associer avec des gens qui sont similaires, like-minded people. Et il y a également seva, qui est service. Et donc, il disait que plus on se développe soi-même, plus ensuite on peut servir les autres. Et il mentionnait que ça fait partie de notre rythme quotidien d'être au service de l'humanité. Thank you.
Perfect. Sanjay bhai, when you said this thing about the order, right? The 3 S's and the order, that is like first start with yourself and then come to the idea of service. This is the expression that, it came to my mind. Like, each one of us are like an arrow fastened on a bow. So just draw it, orient it in the right direction first, and then, let it go, and then it will hit the area where it has to really hit. So it was so beautiful the way how you actually put it. Fantastic. So, we have a lot to, tap into you and then dig and get the things out, because like it's coming out very beautifully. But for this session, we have to now jump into the group meditation session. Probably we will have some of the forthcoming sessions planned on different topics as well, because there is a lot we can learn, from people who have got the experience of, trying to manage things wonderfully well and also have deepened their, practice, and it's inspiring to really hear. So very nice. So Sanjay bhai, are you available now to, kind of give one satsang for us?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So for those who are probably new, joining us through social media, this is a wonderful practice of meditating on the heart. So wherever you are, you can just simply close your eyes, just tune into your heart, and then just rest your awareness with the idea that the source of the light is already shining from within your heart. And then you can wonderfully experience the beauty of the energy that comes into play, which we also call as pranahuti or transmission. Okay, so Sanjay bhai, all yours.
Sure. Thank you. So when it starts, I will say, please start meditation. And when it ends, I will say, that's all. In between, as Vishwa suggested, you bring your awareness to your heart with the idea that your heart is filled with source of light. Rest your awareness there for as long as you can. Trick is when you get distracted, it's okay. Bring your mind back. Idea is not to fight with your thoughts. Because Newton's third law, if you fight, they'll fight back more. So you bring yourself back to the same thought, a source of light being present, and try to rest on it for as long as you can. Eventually you'll go deeper within it, and that's when meditation happens. When you and the object of meditation are one. That's what we aim for. So let's begin meditation. That's all.
So, Sanjay bhai, thank you so much. It was a great experience, hearing from you and being with you. Um, I have like a couple of announcements to share with everyone. This heartfulness cares, whatever we have been doing and helping the community around. We have so far touched around 1,000 frontline workers so far. Even last week also, we were able to offer like hot meals for a hospital staff in several wards within that hospital. The feedback what we have been getting from them is very, very touching. And it is not possible with all the help that everyone has been giving us. And so for that, my gratitude for everyone. And it's in line with the theme also today with respect to service and the idea of service and whether it's a duty for us. So it just gelled well very beautifully. And very interestingly, for this International Day of Yoga, there have been several organizations that we have been reaching out to, and they have been very happy to partner with us. One such organization who is helping the military personnel with issues with ADHD. They got to know about our heartfulness cares and what we are doing, and have even been very moved, and they have offered a donation for us in with respect to the work that what we are doing to help the community around. So it's very nice to see how all these organizations are now coming together. So now the fervent call that I can make is like we are more than 100 people now, just watching all these proceedings. If even one of us can give a call to any organization that you feel will is very close to your heart, and then check with them like whether they would like to partner with us on this International Day of Yoga, because we are giving the platform for these organizations, and we really want to put them and yoga in the forefront for the service that they have been doing selflessly for the humanity. So it's a great opportunity. So it'll be very nice if we all can come together on that 100 people together, which with each one reaching out to one organization will be like 100 organizations in no time. So anyways, I will leave it at that. I have one very interesting thing also. Please share your feedback with us about this heart to heart program that we are doing with great personalities like Sanjay Bhai. There are some very interesting sessions planned in the forthcoming weeks. One, we will be able to go deep into some of the subjects to understand the heartfulness and its speciality. So there are some speakers who are coming to share with that. And then there are also some speakers who are going to share about the masters and their lives, some incidents that have actually happened, which not many of us might be knowing about what happened in their lives and how they dealt with those things. So the only motivation is like to keep you all engaged, and I hope that you all see that there is value in all these things. So yeah, send us the feedback how we can improve it. It'll be very nice. Sanjay bhai, once again, thank you. You are actually on mute, Sanjay bhai.
Thank you, everyone. It was nice being with you all.
Yes.
Have a great day
Yes.
and great week.
Yeah. All right.
See you.
Yes.
Next
Take care.
week.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for doing a great job with translation.
Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, wonderful.
You're so welcome. Shall I translate what you just said,
Yes.
Vishwa?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
OK. Donc, Vishwa aimerait vous remercier, Sanjay également. Et Vishwa mentionnait que le centre de Toronto, ils ont réussi à aider des communautés. Donc, ils ont réussi à toucher environ 1000 personnes où ils ont fait un don de repas dans des hôpitaux. Et donc, il trouvait que c'est très en lien avec le thème d'aujourd'hui, d'être de service. Et il se demandait justement pour la Journée internationale du yoga, tous ceux qui sont présents, si jamais vous connaissiez une organisation qui aimerait travailler en collaboration, en partenariat avec Heartfulness. And Vishwa, I just wanted to ask you the types of organizations you're looking for when you said that you're looking for partnerships or collaborations and you want to give them the platform. Like, could you just elaborate so that I could explain a little bit more in French?
So we are reaching out to organizations who have like-mindedness in terms of how they have been helping out the society. For example, we have reached out to organizations who have been offering yoga, different forms of yoga. We have even reached out to some charities and missionaries, like even some Christian charities. So this is nothing to do with religion. Also, it's very secular. And there are also other organizations that we are reaching out to who are looking to motivate and spearhead these sort of efforts through us.
Okay.
So it's everything, like whoever outside, like community associations, who like some regional linguistic, like whatever those associations are, they are also coming forward and happily associating with us. So this entire heartfulness thing will be able to offer to their members.
OK. Yeah. OK, perfect. OK, donc les organisations qu'ils recherchent, idéalement, ce sont des organisations qui font eux aussi, un peu comme Heartfulness, du travail ou des services offerts auprès des communautés. Alors, si vous en connaissez qui aimeraient se joindre et bénéficier également de Heartfulness et faire une collaboration, ce serait merveilleux. Vous pouvez contacter Heartfulness Canada. Également, Vishwa aimerait que vous partagiez vos commentaires sur cette série Cœur à cœur. Si vous aimeriez avoir des choses, avez des suggestions. Et aussi, il expliquait que dans les prochaines séries de Cœur à cœur, il prévoit avoir comme invités spéciaux des gens qui vont parler de comprendre la pratique Heartfulness, ainsi que quelqu'un qui parlera des maîtres, donc des guides de Heartfulness et leur vie et comment ils arrivent à gérer certaines situations. Donc, il espère que tout ceci répond à vous aide à vous engager avec Heartfulness et qu'elle vous procure une certaine valeur. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
All right. See you, everyone. Stay safe. Sanjay, thank you again, once again. Bye.
Merci tout le monde.
Merci.